you couldn't tell that my grandmother or my uncle, I lived to see Uncle John, or my Uncle John had airdrop of Africa in them. Both of them was white, my grandmother and my Uncle John, with the hair and everything. You could, I got a picture. You couldn't have told that either one of them had any Africa in them. But you know what? My grandmama's first oldest son, Uncle Eddie, he come here real dark. And Grandma, I used to hear her laugh telling her friends, she said, you know when Johnny Eddie was born? And she was awful spry lady, you know. Said, I'd hold my baby up to the back of the fireplace. Said, I can tell, you know, fireplace is black, you know. Said, I can tell my child from the back of the fireplace. But he was the best looking child she had, was Uncle Eddie. Woo, the features. Did he have the features? He didn't look like no Africa. He was a good-looking black man, Uncle Eddie was. Now he's more reddish. You know what I mean? And them features and hair, look. Hair, Cornelius had hair like Uncle Eddie. Cornelius' hair ain't as good as it was. But he had hair like Uncle Eddie. Cornelius favored Uncle Eddie a little to me, too. He sure did. Just the blackest, she said, that was, wait a minute. Her first child was white. Listen, Sister Steffi. She come in white. Kindly reddish, kinky hair. I can just barely remember Sister Steffi. She died in her 30s, I can remember this. And her next child was Uncle Eddie. That was the black one. And her next child was my father. He was white with blue eyes. You hear what I'm saying? Her next child was Aunt Mandy. And she was the Indian color with plaits of hair. I can remember her. She died in our house after I was a child. Plaits of hair big as my arm. Indian woman. She was straight Indian woman. And then Uncle Willie, she had Uncle Willie. He was real fair. Real fair Uncle Willie was. Real fair. Tall, nice features. Then she had Uncle Grady. You know who Uncle Grady looked like? Sam. Sam looked just like Uncle Grady. I can remember them. Sam looked just like. Every time you saw Uncle Grady, he had a guitar hanging on his shoulder, picking the guitar. Sam looks just like Uncle Grady. Puts me in the mind of him so much I can't believe it. And then he looks just like Uncle Grady. Puts me in the mind of him so much I can't believe it. And then
Listen, I'm not afraid to share my family legacy and lineage. That's my great-grandmother, Emma Sue. She's not a Williams. She's a Miller. And later a McWhirter. Big Mama ain't happy. That's today's topic. Big Mama ain't happy. A lot of y'all ain't happy with what Big Mama said about skin color and all that. Well, she thought the way she thought from the time in which she was raised. What's your excuse? 2020. We waiting on Jeff Brown. 2020, and we still out here tripping. Unity is still a pipe dream. You understand? Big Mama was born in 1912. You understand? Left us in 1988. No, 1998, excuse me. Left us in 1998. She thought the way she thought. She represented a bygone era, but there was a lot of wisdom in what she had to say. If you could mine through the good hair comments and we could tell the baby, that line about him putting the baby up against the back of the fireplace. Lord have mercy, Big Mama. So, but she old. You know, dig? She was old. She from a bygone era. What's our excuse today for thinking many similar thoughts to that? Hit the like button, hit the share button before we get it cracking. Jeff Brown again, like I said, I talked to him before. He's on his way. You know, he tends to do things like this. Oh, shit. God damn. Collars had to be heavy than a motherfucker. I should text my daughter and have her send a picture of me at that age. Y'all look at me too. I got, my collar is, I got a trifling collar too. But does this nigga have a widow peak in his afro? There's a slight Wonder Woman headband point. Oh, shit. It's very the Forgotten Jackson. Like, we don't want that one. This one ain't talented. You're gonna send this nigga to another family. Fuck it, he's not a Jackson. Raise this nigga a Brown. So, Jeff is on his way. As is commonplace, you know what we do. We promote black-owned businesses. And let me just say this. We're in Inglewood, California. Right? We're in Inglewood, California. Literally right down the street from the new stadium. Right? $5 billion, $5.1 billion stadium. And to be in a black-owned business right now is amazing. Brother's name is Michael. He runs Vibe Free TV. I want you guys to go to that website, Vibration Free. What is it? Vibe Free TV. Right, vibefree.tv. I want you guys to go there. Just look around. He's building it out. But the fact is, he, and a lot of people don't, you know, maybe not respect this, but he is a major reason why Zo and Jeff get to come on week after week, and you guys get the content that you want, that you love. So we should all send that brother a shout out. Yeah. You know, what's his Cashapp? Does he have a Cashapp? Yeah. We should all send that brother a shout out. Because we've been here a year. Just say, you know, just a hey, man, what's happening? You know? Black-owned business has been very instrumental.
Vibe Free TV.
That's what it is? $, Vibe Free TV. Everybody send that man $1. If everybody sent that man $1, that would be so appreciated, right? That's all I got to say on Vibe Free TV. Let's get into our marketing and promotion. Yeah. A lot of people facing foreclosure. I got somebody for you. Thomas Hope's Investment Solutions. They buy houses, man. Sell houses. Set up Airbnbs. That's him on Facebook. Thomas Hope's Investment Solutions. You better holler at him. He can help you. You want to fix and flip real estate or an Airbnb and don't know where to start? Thomas Hope's is your guy. You need down payment assistance and You need specialized loan programs? Well, they're available for first-time buyers. I'm telling you, for police officers, teachers, firefighters, corrections officers, veterans, and EMS personnel. You selling your home, you need an agent, use this code, ZoSells promo code, for an exclusive 1% listing fee. I mean, this guy got a lot of stuff going on, right? You're going to get $500 back at closing for using ZoBuys promo code if you're trying to sell your house. He'll give you $500 back if you use my code ZoBuys. If you're renting, and he's in Texas. If you live in Texas, this is who you need to get at. Thomas Hopes. If you're renting or looking to rent in Central Texas, you'll receive $50 back at move-in when using the promo code ZoRents. Please get with this, brother. www.tsalh.org/realtors/profile/45993. Do it now. Also, where is it? X Labs. Get your thing together. If you want to see her tonight, get your thing together. If you want to do it right. X-Wolf. Oh, sorry. I don't know what came over me. X-Wolf. Yo, X Labs, man. X-Wolf is the real deal. X Labs. All right, I'm gonna give you the website right now. www.xlabssups.com. X Labs Sups. Testosterone booster. Okay. All these natural herbs. Saw palmetto berry, Tongkat Ali, maca root, L-arginine, X-Wolf, get your shit together, X-Wolf, hey, keep it together, X-Wolf. I'm trying to tell you. See, I like to use the stuff. You understand? I like to use it before I endorse it. I got to use it. I got to put it in rotation. This stuff is solid. All right? It's got, let me see if it got a little I think it's got Yohimbe. No, it's got Pentax ginseng. It's got horny goat wheat. X-Wolf. Good, man. It's good, good, good. Now, you already know what I'm on. That's why I be up tripping. Total package energy. Now, of course, I have sent my friend, Sarah, the new pictures of Total Package Energy. Last week, I sent Sarah Total Package Energy pictures last week. They got a new B vitamin, a B12 shot. They got a new vitamin C shot. They got new redesigned packaging and products for Total Package Energy. The new total package energy is 18 times stronger than this. And it's nanotechnology. Put a little bit under your tongue, pow! You ready to change the motherfucking world. That's if you got a plan. If you don't have a plan, don't even drink the old total package energy. They got that new juice. You in the dig? Total package energy. This product is the first ever product to market anywhere in the world. It is 18 times stronger than our original energy shot. So it's only 5 milliliters, a teaspoonful of nanotechnology. Total Package Energy has developed a new formulation with the chemists who specialize in nanotechnology to deliver premium quality on the next level to you. I'm trying to tell you, they got some new stuff, product, good stuff. They have far less ingredients: caffeine, green tea, PC for focus, vitamin B12, vitamin B8, natural flavors, and a patented nanotechnology. The new one is going to be the one. Go to Total Package Energy, tell them Zoe Williams sent you. Don't be afraid. You didn't find those pictures? X-Woo. Fine. It's fine. Total Package Energy, tell them Zoe Williams sent you. Also, Total Package Energy has pea protein. This right here, this is a pound of it. Smoothies, soups, all kind of stuff you could use this for, man. Unflavored, no added sugar, gluten-free, soy-free, vegan-free, or it's vegan. And the only ingredient, it says ingredient, not ingredients, ingredient. Vegetable pea protein isolate. That's it. Men shouldn't be eating up on no soy now. The HuriKane Report! He's not even ready. X-Woo. What up, everybody coming in the chat room? How y'all doing? Hit the like button. Say, hey, I love y'all. Thank y'all for jumping in. Thank y'all for chiming in. Nothing but love, nothing but love, nothing but love to everybody who is ready to see today's show. Again, our current event show is going to be absolutely bananas today. I got a bunch of topics that we need to cover. But now that she pulled it up, the HuriKane Report, write it, take action, maintain freedom. That's H-report.news. Get over there right now. Alternative news source for ADOS people. A lot like Al Jazeera is the alternative news source to CNN or Fox News. The HuriKane Report. They reported a lot of stuff that we talk about often. We draw from their website to speak on a lot of different things. Now, let me just tell you this right now. Please go to their website and support their brand, their gear. If you look very closely, you will see that that's a coffee mug. They need small purchases like that to continue to keep them in operation. Do you understand what I'm saying? Please, 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 please find it in the kindness of your heart to support their brand. Follow them on Instagram and read their reports. The HuriKane Report, as brought to you by Zoe Williams. Now, I got books. I got books. I'm going to the post office tomorrow. I'm not responsible for this one. This is my book, The Relationship Dismount, How to Stick the Landing When Exiting a Toxic Relationship. This is distributed through Amazon.com. The Relationship Dismount, my 2015 release. Right? Kindle, paperback, and Audible, available on Amazon.com. This paperback you can only get from my website. I am ZoWilliams.com. The Holographic Relationship, very powerful book, a follow-up to The Relationship Dismount. However, there is a Kindle version on Amazon available. But if you want a physical copy, you would have to get that from me. Made main sacre. She sent me some limited design. I want you guys to support this sister, man. She has some really nice socks. Yeah. You got the heel built in for y'all slow dudes. There's a heel right here that say, put the bottom of your foot here. Very nice stuff. I like her work, man. Made Main Sacre, right? Follow them on Instagram. Made Man Sacre. I'm gonna give these socks to Geoff. Made Man Sacre, the professional, the trendsetter, the creative. Please support this black-owned business. Huh? This is what did the website say, Sarah?
I was gonna put it if people didn't know.
Did you see what Sarah said? She makes socks for females. Now you look right there on that website. What that website say? What it say? Men's sockwear. Men's. It didn't say nothing about women's intermediate footwear. It didn't say nothing. This is men's sockwear. All right? No, her socks are dope as hell, man. She sent me 2 pair of these. So I kept one. And I'm going to give these to Geoff. Yes. All right. Let's get to it. Terry Lomax. Terry Lomax. Right? One of the brains, one of the young brains behind the master class. He did good work.
Like you've been here all this time. Wow. Where do we leave off? About the Feral Hall. This microphone issue. I thought we had this covered before I went back to Pete because I was already here.
Oh, if y'all only knew all the shit I'm doing right now. Oh, God. Okay, this is even late for me. But shit, if you only understood what I'm doing with my kids, what I'm doing with my relatives, this goddamn COVID. Yeah. Oh, shit, let me see if I squeeze down right. I don't know why the picture ain't over there. It's all right. I was trying to fit my old afro.
Use your back collar, Geoff. All right, here we go. Let me get Terry Lomax wrapped up. If you're trying to do a podcast, this is the sister to go to. She's going to teach you how to do it. She's going to teach you how to grow your brand. She's going to teach you how to monetize. She's going to teach you how to maximize the audience that you have. She's going to set up all types of ancillary technological things you could do to really, really grow your audience and maintain them. Trust me, trust me, trust me, trust me. This is somebody you want to get at. info@terrylomax.com. I think she has every Monday a free master class at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and every Wednesday at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Please get at her if you're serious about building a monster podcast, one that pays you? How about that? Terry Lomax. I'm giving out gifts every day. Sorry. Let's get right to it. This is the show that's talking about how Big Mama will be rolling in her grave. Big Mama ain't happy. All right? Emma Sue is not happy.
Emma Sue is unhappy.
Yeah.
She's displeased.
I got uncles saying, man, you got my grandmother up on your show. I said, my grandmother is, first off, is my grandmama too. Okay, that's your grandmama. That's my great grandmama. And let me tell you something. She liked me.
Hilarious.
Huh?
That's hilarious.
She liked me.
Like you, nigga.
She fucked with me.
You ever notice every time she gave you a bowl of black eyed peas, the bowl had a crack in it? And she didn't really like you like she liked me.
No, she didn't like me all the time. She liked me at the end.
Oh, okay.
She loved me at the end.
Yeah. It took y'all time to reconcile. Y'all had
Yes.
to.
At the end, she loved me to death. Who would have thought
Who'd have thunk?
that the devil would be Big Mama's angel? That's what she said to me when I walked in. Yeah. She had 2 weeks to live, and I walked in, and she said, there he is, there he is. Who would have thought that the devil would be Big Mama's angel? So, Geoff, they say you got ashy knuckles. I need you to work on that, okay?
Okay, well, they have bad screen reception. Because I can tell you right now, ain't a goddamn thing on me ashy.
Cuss their ass out, Geoff.
Okay, let me explain something to you. Let me explain my
Let
beautifying.
me give you room. Cuss these motherfuckers
Let me
out.
explain my beautifying ritual to you funky knuckle dragging motherfuckers. When I get out of the shower, okay, first off, not unlike Cuba Gooding and Jerry Maguire, I don't dry. I allow myself to air dry. That way my skin stays a little more moisturized. And once it does, I take shea butter and I draw it everywhere on my person and rub it in. You ever ask yourself, wow, how is that Geoff Brown skin so smooth and clear? Because I take care of my shit. So no, you ain't finna see Ashford and Simpson nowhere on me because I don't do that shit. So maybe your mama's ashy. How about that?
Mama could be ashy.
Mama's ashy. Mama look like a cigar.
Oh.
Not a whole cigar.
I don't hold you.
God damn, Geoff.
My wireless.
This nigga said
What
your
network?
mama
You don't know the Wi-Fi.
look like...
Your mama look like a goddamn
Hey, Geoff,
cigar.
guess what, though, Geoff? Geoff, bowling ball, Hulk, don't smash. He over there teaching, brother. He's in a class. You about to just roll through there.
Roll through the class. Hey, fuck what y'all learning here. I need to get this. Yeah.
This right here.
I'm royal like that. I'm my wife. Always shout out to Mrs. Brown who often accuses me.
Oh, wait. Here, Geoff, I just offered these to you.
Oh
These
shit.
Man-made soft
Okay, this is not man-made
made sacre.
Okay. Throw these on with some black, because I wear a lot of black. Yeah,
Geoff, you ready?
I am ready, sir.
Here we go.
Let me pretend I can see people on this son bitch.
This is some shit I've been dying to talk about.
Let's get it. Let's get
And
it.
I want to get, I really want to get your perspective on it.
Yes, sir.
Pseudo-archaeology and racism behind ancient aliens.
Right? I know right where you're going. Come on.
Where exactly the idea of ancient aliens building the pyramids began, and why some academics think racism lies at the heart of many extraterrestrial theories. Now listen to me. I told you guys years ago. Nobody wants to hear me. I told you years ago, and I told you once all of these uprisings happened. I said you got to fight against everything now. Not just trying to get a TV show, not just, well, you know, let's get a sizzle reel together because Netflix is looking for black content. I told you, You gotta fight against everything. It's not just somebody getting a knee on their neck, which is horrible, which is inhumane, which is beast-like. It's not just that. It's also you gotta protest against the History Channel because they're constantly perpetuating lies. You gotta protest against mainstream education, where white folk are in the business of recontextualizing your story. Well, listen, those were no better than just niglet troglodytes. There's no way. There's absolutely no way they could build anything. And guess who's following their lead? Just like the rest of the world. These Arabs over here are following their lead. The Arabs were nomads. Just tell the truth. That's what your name means. You didn't live nowhere. You's a Bedouin.
You was a couch surfer of the earth.
So now, basically, you were the first homeless people.
Right.
You don't got no nation.
Right.
You ain't got no borders. That's what Arab means.
You motherfuckers just out here fucking in the wild like
So you
hyenas.
find your way to Egypt after the Roman collapse, and now you putting out images that have Arabicized and anglicized the ancient Africans, and your justification for that is their artists exaggerated their features. That's what they say about the 18th dynasty with Akhenaten. Now, pull up Akhenaten. Huh? Look at Sarah. Huh? What'd you say?
What you said? What you
Who had
said?
said? Akhenaten.
Who had said?
Who had said what the name them? Akhenaten was King Tut daddy. Or stepdaddy. I think he was his daddy.
He over there with them. King Tut and them.
That's King Tut daddy, I think.
Them.
And them.
And them. King Tut daddy them. That's a whole.
Pull up Akhenaten. Ankh.
A-N-K-H.
Aten.
A-T-O-N.
No, A-T-E-N.
Oh, really?
Not the
That's
Aton.
why I couldn't find them.
The Aten.
That's why.
Yes. Pull it up, honey.
Wait, I'm finding a rapper. Hold on.
Just lying. Constantly lying. And the motherfucker, pull up Jeff Brown's blown back hair. It's a dude on Ancient Aliens that got the same hairstyle as Jeff.
With the blowback?
With the blown back hair.
Oh, the blonde back hair?
Pimp Jeff.
Right? With the pimp jail.
Superfly Jeff.
Right.
Ron O'Neal Jeff.
Ankh.
A-T-E-N.
Aten. A-T-E-N. It's all one word. Akhenaten.
Oh, you want the, okay.
All one word.
Okay, I got it. And I'm right there.
At the ancient site of Hatnub, a quarry in eastern Egypt, it's a desert not far from Fayum, archaeologists have recently discovered a sled ramp system used to transport alabaster blocks, post holes, and a ramp with stairs on either side to indicate that the contraption allowed Egyptians to move heavy blocks up and down steep slopes. Does it mean that? Fuck no! Because if it did, that means we have the technology today.
And we don't.
And we don't. So even in trying to point out the racism, you still emphasize that's Akhenaten. They said his features are exaggerated.
Nigga, his features.
Well, you know, the art. These are Arabs over there right now. The art from the 18th dynasty.
That's what's name's real. That's anybody watch This Is Us?
Yeah.
That's what's name real. That's dude's real daddy.
Sterling.
That's Sterling's real daddy. You know who I'm talking about, right? That actor that just won the Emmy for This Is Us.
Yeah.
The brother. Bring that brother up and tell me that ain't him right there.
Right.
Not Sterling K. Brown. The dude who played his daddy.
Oh,
who was in Iron Man. I mean, Luke Cage.
Somebody
Power
said
Man.
that's Arsenio Hall.
Nigga, that's Arsenio.
You got Arabs who have African blood in them.
Nigga, that's Bubs from The Wire.
Right. You got
That's Scottie
Arabs.
Pippen.
That's Scottie Pippen. You got Arabs who have African blood in them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Posting pictures with similar features, but also trying to indicate as if it's of Arab descent.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
Listen, the Chinese are in Africa. You think the Chinese are not fucking with African aphrodisiac? What's African aphrodisiac? Huh? It's that African woman yoni.
About it.
You think them Asian boys ain't over there going?
Okay. Can you bring this brother's face up for me, Sarah? His name is Ron, R-O-N, space Cephas, S-E-P-A-S. C-E-P-H-A-S.
I was about to say, boy, Cephas spelled with a C now.
Right? Jones.
Oh, yeah, that's yeah.
Bring that brother face up and tell me that ain't him right there.
Oh, let me get a nice picture.
Same dude. That's us. Okay?
Always has been.
All right? That's, yeah.
It's coming up. Hold on just a second.
That nigga on his way to the Earth, Wind, and Fire concert with his girl. That's us. That's that cool uncle that always got the advice for you after the shit hit the fan and then it calmed down. Light is cool.
Hey man, let me tell you
Let me
what
tell
Big
you
Mama's
something,
trying
young
to tell
blood.
you.
There
man.
you go.
Listen, man, she hard on you, dog, cause she
See something in you.
You understand?
Him. You
That
gonna
ain't
tell me
quite
that ain't him? Come on, man.
That might be Amenhotep the third or fourth, Akhenaten's daddy, but that ain't quite Akhenaten.
All right, because he kind of from my tribe. You see that shit?
Yeah,
in there?
y'all niggas from the same tribe.
Yeah.
We dumb as hell. Find another picture of
Oh, come
Akhenaten.
on, man. That's the same face.
No, it's not. No, it's
Okay?
not.
And the brown hornet. I see the brown hornet. Somebody said it in the chat room. Look like the brown hornet. Okay?
I'm just saying.
He ain't on his way to
Now,
the
now
party.
I'm gonna say something that's hella controversial, but not really. Regarding this whole ancient aliens and all this other shit.
Talk
I'm
that
gonna
shit,
say
Joe.
something controversial, but
Talk
it ain't
that
really
shit.
controversial.
Talk that shit.
Not only are we the fathers of philosophy, religion, deeper thought. Somebody said Raphael Sadiq. Not only are. I need another picture of Akhenaten because there are even more stunning and striking pictures than that. His wife was Nefertiti. They anglicized Nefertiti's bust, the head bust, right? Somebody said it's Paul Mooney. Again.
That's all those smooth faced niggas.
Again. I'm about to say something that's controversial. If we're the fathers of philosophy, not them.
Yeah.
If we're the fathers of medicine, not them. If we're the fathers of writing, not them. Thoth, Tahuti, the fathers of writing. Medicine, Imhotep, the fathers of mathematics and philosophy. If that is us, right, and you came and begged to study with us, and then we finally let you in, and then you stole everything you learned and went back and made yourself the father of it when you're really the student, the son, the nephew, the cousin of it.
Right.
There go Geoff. Look at Geoff.
Come on, man.
That's ancient alien Geoff.
Come on. All right.
Let me tell you about this alien shit. Did you know we're the first aliens? The African? We're the ones who made first contact? Did you know that? Why don't they teach in-depth Sumerian doctrine and history in history class? Like in-depth, like Nibiru, like Anu, Enki, Enlil, Anshar, huh? Kishar, the planets, the stellas that have already. How did Sumerians have a stela on the wall with all the goddamn planets orbiting the sun? And then there was another one called the 10th planet they called Nibiru.
Nibiru.
In cuneiform means planets crossing the skies, or huh? How the fuck that happened before the advent of technology? How in the fuck does the Dogon tribe know exactly where Sirius B is, even though you can't see it?
Well, that's how stupid you know, y'all. Because these cats here, okay, you struggling with trig and geometry and calculus now. Do you understand? They was dealing with trig, geometry, and calculus.
Mm-hmm.
So if your ass can't figure out how to count how much change you're supposed to get back when you go to the store, that's how far behind you are.
Now, the white people do what they do. They usurp your history.
That beautiful brother.
That's somebody uncle who lived today. Hey, Jerome. Yo, Raheem.
Day, get in here.
Day.
I need to be honest about your daddy. He looked just like that.
Look at that dude. Man, okay. At the end of the day, they usurp your history. They make it evil. They give you their rewritten, reconstructed versions of shit.
All your shit's evil.
That is a brother. You cannot. They said this is an exaggeration. This is what Egyptologists and these Europeans, they went over there and said they exaggerated the artwork.
Okay, let's unexaggerate it for a minute. Let's pull the jawline back.
No, it's not exaggerated at all.
No. Let's follow that logic. Let's pull the jawline back a little bit. Let's pull the nose in a little bit.
Look at this brother.
Let's make the eyes less pointed. You know who you got now, nigga? Ricky Bell from New Edition. I don't give a shit how
I don't know who the fuck you see.
I don't know. I don't
Ricky
care.
got a round ass head. He might have Asian ancestry, which is also brothers.
Bruh, I don't care how you undo that face. You ain't gonna undo it Caucasian. You ain't gonna unexaggerate it, and it's gonna be a motherfucker from Lithuania. That's a brother. I don't care how you undo it. Yes.
Somebody said Rakim. He looked like Rakim.
You look like Rakim, bro.
Damn.
There's nothing you can do to that face to unexaggerate it into a white man.
Right.
Nothing.
Right. Now, I'm just saying, if you just do the history, you hear me talk about Credo Mutua all the time. Yes. And what do white people do? Look at that brother right there. What do? They take advantage. They take advantage. Yeah. Credo Muta recently passed away. He talked about it before. He said reptilians came and visited the South Africans. He breaks it all the way down. You know who took advantage of him? David Icke. David Icke, David Icke, whatever. Oh, the reptilian agenda and the Luciferians and it's African history. How else do you explain it? That brother sat down and explained the whole shit.
Explain the no-look
They came down, they taught us, the Dogons say the same thing. The Dogons escaped from Egypt once the fall of the Roman Empire, or once the Roman Empire took over, they escaped from Egypt. So those are Egyptian priests at the Dogons. They talking about the star Sirius B system, and you can't see it with the naked eye. And they map down, called the Sigi, they map down the actual, it's elliptical course every 60 years. How do they do that?
Okay.
We're the aliens.
Okay, take a good look at that. This picture. The no-look pass, the alley-oop, the fast as hell 100-yard dash, the 4.340 time, Patti LaBelle's voice, Prince's voice,
Mike's voice.
Mike's everything. Skating, roller skating. You know where all that come from? Not you, motherfucker. From there. It comes from there. All the magic shit is over here. The real hip hop is over here. All the real shit come from here. So when we talk about what resources we don't have and how far we are behind the game, it's because we give away all our magic.
How about it? This brother right here came in after his father, Amenophis, and just redid everything. He was the first one to produce what is now known as Tawheed in Islam, the oneness of Allah.
Sphinx beats.
He is the first person to bring in monotheism. Have no other gods but before me that you hear in the Bible. This was the first one. He was before Islam. He was before the Hebrew gods. He was before all of that.
By thousands of years.
This is the one. And a lot of archaeologists try to say, oh, he was Moses. No, he's well before Moses.
And you can't see Prince and Mike in there? I can.
He's the one who got rid of all of the Egyptian gods and the priest of Amun and turned it into the Aten, a singular solar disk. When you see his hieroglyphs, you'll see him and his family sitting together, those that lasted, because after he died, they destroyed most of his stuff, right? Because they saw him as the heretic pharaoh, the heretic king, because he got rid of all the gods and replaced it with the Aten. And you'll see it as a solar disk with rays coming down that end in hands. Pull up the Aten solar disk. You so magnificent. They would, part of racism is to never let you know who you really are. Just keep lying about it. That ain't you.
NATO backwards is Aten. I'm just saying. I got
Somebody
that.
said,
That's off a Prince
explain
album, Rainbow Tree.
Abraham's monotheism. Abraham wasn't he wasn't monotheistic. You got to remember, Abraham is a Chaldean. If you look at the word Chaldea, it means demon people.
Boy, they be coming at you, Zo. Like Zo don't, nigga, Zo know this shit. I'm trying to tell you. Zo is...
Mesopotamia. He was from Mesopotamia, which means in between the two rivers, the Tigris and Euphrates River. He was a Chaldean in the land of Chaldea, which is modern day Iraq.
Okay.
Please understand that they were polytheistic. Why? Because if you go back and you see the time that Abraham lived, what was the religious belief system then?
Zo didn't have no car when he was 17. So he just read.
So you have the Akkadians.
He quit fucking with Zo.
You have the Sumerians.
He know this shit.
You have all these people during that time, and all of them have multiple god systems. Do you understand? I'm just saying. God to keep Abraham. Where did Abraham learn monotheism from? What?
I got his ass now.
Come on,
I
man.
got him.
Okay, y'all gonna stop fucking around with
Look,
Zo?
hey, look at that. Can you pull it back some? Because that's the Aten. You see the solar disk, but you see those rays?
Yeah.
Those rays end with hands. You can't pull that back?
No, that's how the picture was. But I'm
Oh, well, that ain't the whole picture, Jesus.
I'll pop another one.
So I'm just saying, that annoys me when I watch Ancient Aliens and everybody say, do you know they got white aliens? Ashtar Command.
Right.
Wait a minute. You are the mutant hybrid version of us. How in the fuck do you have a high Caucasian, when I say Caucasian, because people throw that Caucasian shit around too. That's, unless you're Russian or from Georgia, nobody else should be classified as Caucasian. But, okay, see, look at that right there. See that, Geoff?
Mm-hmm.
Hands. That's his wife behind him. Or could be his daughter.
Oh, that's him right there with the hands.
But do you see the hands coming down as he's worshiping the Aten, the sun?
Right.
And then you see one of the hands has an Ankh that's delivered. The Ankh is the symbol of life. Do you see that? Aten was a form of the sun god Ra.
Okay.
Do you see? And then you see down there to his wife, or it could be his daughter. It might be his wife. There's also an Ankh at her head, and they're offering something to the Aten. That looks like lotus petals, flowers. Again.
And I bet you that shit above his head don't say shit about Thomas Jefferson or Jesus or all that up there. All that up there. See that shit above his head up and to the left? That's the shit they steal from you and tell you is evil. Is
Somebody said he got a woman's shape. Yes,
yeah.
he
I'm
does.
about to say that. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Some believe that he was a hermaphrodite. Some believe that the art that depicts him with a woman's shape is indicative of some type of deformity. Do we actually know? No. So I don't speculate.
I tell you what we do know.
Somebody said, Zo know what? Finna go. First off, I need. Listen, man, take ESL, English as a second language. Go get a course, because listen, not knowing how to write D-Lou is really, I don't know. I don't even know how you talk to women. How do you talk to people if you can't? Zo know what finna go down talking aliens now. Keep your ground consciousness on the ground.
Look here. Okay,
when the high gods are speaking.
But wait a minute. Wait. I understand what he is saying.
I don't.
Zo know what finna go down talking aliens now. First off, that's a go Zo. That's a go Zo. I know that, okay? He sound like my uncle's name. I know this tongue. I do. That's something I can no longer do. Is cancel out.
Hey, hold on.
Ghetto tongue.
Let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
Do you get indigestion from vegan food?
Yeah.
Get your sick ass out of here. If I get the same ailments from soul food, why the fuck I'm gonna eat vegan food? Okay.
No, you do not get indigestion. You still burp, nigga. Shit, can I burp anyway?
Your food better be perfect, nigga.
It is.
If you telling us not to eat the good shit for the grass you eating, you better not have heartburn, motherfucker. I swear to God.
On the real on that subject, bro. Because I've always loved super spicy food, and it would fuck me up because it takes so long for meat to get out your stomach. When you eat hot sauce, you lay down, you gonna get that shit back. I dare you. Stop eating meat. I can drink hot sauce and I don't get indigestion anymore. Now, of course, we were talking about some other shit. Yeah.
Wait. Somebody in the chat room says, stop playing. There's dudes out there right now walking around with their mom's hips.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you, I got some cousins that's built like they mom.
Right.
Now I don't want to put them out on blast.
Nigga, don't go to jail.
But I said, well, goddamn, son.
You're gonna start a cigarette bidding war. Nigga, call my mama and tell her come put $100 on my commissary. I'm finna get this nigga right here.
Okay, so like I said, if we're gonna protest all types of injustice, we should protest the lies that are interlaced
The
in
personal
history.
injustice.
Yeah, because you got to understand, your history is your knowledge of self. So if they're going to tell lies about what makes you you, so you can always be in the dark about that, then that's an attack on your spirit. That's an attack on your soul. That is an attack on your legacy. And, you know, the problem is we live in an anti-intellectual society. So a lot of us don't read.
And
a lot of us
read.
don't want to read. A lot of us don't have the patience to read. So we really don't give a fuck.
Well, because of all the... Here's what works against reading. is
This nigga said, here's
what works against reading.
This motherfucker here.
I have this on I've done personal work with this, dealing with my kids. Y'all take in information at such an alarmingly fast rate that your mind is programmed not to pay attention. Because you understand that the brain, this is why it's hard to think in clutter, because your subconscious programming is making a record of everything in every room that you walk in. Everything. If that room is fucked up, your mind is going, okay, there's a football over there, and there's a shoe over there, and there's some books over here. That book is about this, that book, and you don't even realize it. Well, what do you think happens when you play Grand Theft Auto? Over and over and over and over and over and over. NBA 2K, whatever the fuck. Over and over and over and over and over and over and over. You are feeding your brain such information and light and different colors of light and different shades of it, giving messages to your brain that when you open a book that's just got some marks on it, how the fuck am I supposed to pay attention to this for 10 minutes? Here's how. Unplug from that shit and meditate first, and then read, so the shit'll stick. Get some of that video snot off your brain.
Video snot.
Your video snot on the brain.
481 feet high. A footprint of 13 acres. 600 tons of stone.
Right.
And that's just one pyramid.
Those niggers couldn't have done this. Come on. They're niggers.
That's just one pyramid.
They do the electric slide. They couldn't have done this.
Precisely placed on a plateau called the Giza Strip, where had it not been placed there, it wouldn't have lasted this long and it would have sunk into the sands of Egypt. How did they know geologically, let's place it on this strip so it could last forever? How did they know that? Before modern technology. Oh yeah, we found some pole holes and
What were they?
and some sleds. We found some sleds.
Pole holes?
A lot of the stones that they got were from over 500 miles away. Huh? Come on! You don't wake your amnesiac ass up. All right, let's get to the next topic. I'm sorry. Pseudo-archaeology was our first topic. We ranted on that. Here's another one, Geoff. This one's right up your alley. Before we get into the serious stuff,
Oh, shit.
Ty Lawson banned from the CBA for Instagram post claiming Chinese women have cakes. Ty Lawson has been banned for life from the Chinese Basketball Association after making inappropriate Instagram posts. This weekend, Lawson took to his Instagram stories where he sent out a few posts regarding Chinese women. In the first post, Lawson claimed that he needs to switch up his stance on Chinese women because they got cakes on the low. Then in the second post, Lawson shows a picture of himself getting what appears to be, you know what it is, getting what appears to be a lap dance from a Chinese woman with the caption, YOLO, I guess. While this would be a compliment in some circles, the CBA took Lawson's posts as forms of discrimination based on race and gender. As a result, the Fujian sturgeons who Lawson plays for in China, decided to release him. The CBA followed up by hitting the player with a lifetime ban.
Really?
Yeah.
Good.
Now let me just say this. China, do you know white supremacy touches the mind of every culture?
Yes.
A lot of people are saying that Kamala Harris, what's this got to do with Kamala Harris? A lot of people are saying Kamala Harris is a Caucasian Indian. Now, I told you to go back and watch the documentary about Paramahansa Yogananda. I forgot the name of the documentary. But if you look up, it's about Paramahansa Yogananda, the famous author of the book, The Autobiography of a Yogi. This is the only book that Steve Jobs had on his iPhone, right? Again, you look in that documentary and you'll see Paramahansa marrying a white person and an Indian person, and he's saying, the white person, this is the old footage, he said, it's my job to bring together the white Caucasian and the brown Caucasian. Please understand, this terminology is brought about because of the caste system in India. The word for caste in India is varna, Sanskrit word, varna. Varna means color.
As in varnish.
Right. These white folk came in here and added that shit. The further back in India you go, the blacker you get. So their culture was recontextualized by invaders that created a caste system that was based on color that put the darkest people on the bottom. There's a video on YouTube. I gotta share this kind of information because if you don't know what you're talking about,
Stop talking.
I just need you know what I'm saying? Like, because you got people,
Stop talking.
they say Kamala Harris ain't black or, you know, blah, blah, blah. Let me just say, racism has put a job on every culture. China doesn't want to associate with its black origins, but you already did the research and you already know 90% of all you motherfuckers over there come from the pygmies of Africa.
The globe is like one big high school lunchroom.
Right.
And somebody has decided, fuck niggas. So everybody in the lunchroom is on some fuck niggas.
Right.
And to grossly oversimplify what it is that you're saying.
Right.
Now, I have a different take on the Chinese thing.
No, but I'm just saying, and I'm gonna throw it to you.
Yes, sir.
Again, there's a video. It's on University of California Television, their YouTube, UCTV, and it's a sister, a professor, right? The name of the video is called "Why White People Are Called Caucasian." You ain't a Caucasian.
Right.
You Hindu and Jamaican. Now, Hindu, Jamaican, nationalities. Indian and Jamaican, nationalities.
Okay.
Ethnically speaking, your daddy, biracial, Irish, black. By definition, we don't really categorize biracial. We don't say biracial is biracial.
Right.
We say biracial is black.
Right.
Because of the black in your ass.
Because of the one drop rule, because of how big
Exactly.
a deal. The concept of race and color are only big because of what the white man did with it.
Right.
It's that's the shit we need to wrap our brain.
That's what we're doing right now. Again, why white people are called Caucasian. Please watch this 57-minute long video. And when you see the sister break down methodically where the word came from, why it was implemented, why they used it, the slave trade of white Russian and Georgian women, Then you're going to realize the Indians, Hindus, are under the spell of white supremacy too, to even take the term Caucasian. Just like the Chinese people are under the spell of white supremacy. When you look at these groups of people all over the world, even though they have roots in black DNA, they still lean towards white ideology when it comes to black people. Racism still influences them. This woman here had Caucasian on her birth certificate. Does that look like a Caucasian to you?
Well,
Jeff Brown, your thoughts on Thai and these Chinese women with cake? And let me tell you, Chinese women do got cake.
they got some ass on them. They just ain't gonna allow, Chinese men ain't gonna allow you to talk about they women the way you talk about yours. That's one.
Ooh, keep going.
That's one.
Keep going.
We don't talk about our women like that, regardless to how we feel and regardless to how we treat them. We don't talk about them like that. We don't put our shortcomings to dance music, young black man. That's your shit. And regardless to what you think. So you can take your talent and your big dick that we don't like anyway and get the fuck on. That's what they told us.
Keep going, sir.
You don't get to talk about you don't get to talk about our women derogatorily, and we just let that shit ride. Because what our women do is when you speak, they look at us. You know what the problem is? When you speak like that, black men, your women don't have nowhere to turn. So y'all used to that.
Woo.
We don't do that here. Now get the fuck on. We can find plenty of niggas to run, jump, pass, and shoot.
Right.
Parenthetically, do you know who makes fun of you running, jumping, and passing, and shooting, and making a big deal of it? Aliens, nigga. You trying to make a big deal off of getting 4 feet off the ground. These motherfuckers go through time. So yeah, that's my take on that. Is you not gonna, first off, by you saying they got cake, you gonna counter all our shit. We over here with these small dicks. We anti-cake. You fucking our shit up.
Hey, what's happening? Okay, go ahead.
I'm telling you, somewhere in Mandarin, all these words was in a meeting before they came to that conclusion. Who is this fucking beast think he is to come here and speak of our women this way, whether he is right or not?
First off, they ain't your women.
Woo! How about that?
Let me just say, we seeded every culture on the planet Earth. There are no lies there. Get Runoko Rashidi's work on the African presence in ancient Asia. Runoko Rashidi, get his work. You don't get yoga, you don't get Buddhism, you don't get Hinduism without black people.
No.
We brought it there. Again, because the white man dominates the world, so does his definition of black people. So those who are under his rulership in the world defer to his definition of us. So if we are reviled to him, we are reviled to them. Even though they come from us.
Oh yeah. Well, you ain't gonna ever get where you're going trying to kill where you came from. You trying to kill where you came from. You can't.
Somebody tell me where the lie is. How am I insensitive? Am I insensitive about this, Jeff? Where is the lie? Where did every culture and civilization start?
Well, I'm gonna tell you what, brother. You about to get mad at me because I'm about to reverse agree with you.
But
You're incredibly insensitive, Zo.
Okay.
Okay? You're incredibly insensitive. You have absolutely no remorse, no compassion for these motherfuckers' propaganda. I'm insensitive to your propaganda.
Right.
Okay? Anytime that you get the real truth, it's probably coming from an asshole.
That's right.
I teach my children this. I'm teaching my young niece this, little May May.
Lil May May.
Tact. Tact is the fine art of knowing exactly when not to tell the truth. That's what tact is. I'm not going to tell the truth here. The truth is, your breath is hot, and it smells like your body start making doo-doo right at the back of your throat. But I can't say that at this dinner party because that would be tactless. Zoe is using no tact. He's not being tactful about the truth because he doesn't have to be. As a matter of fact, when you give out the truth with tact, part of you is lying.
And look what they've done. They've stand-lead your culture.
Ooh-wee!
So now, when a quote-unquote sister who has Caucasian on her birth certificate wears some Timberlands, it's national news. What if she had on some North Carolina men's basketball shorts with the Timbos? Do you see what I'm saying? They stand-lead your culture. Now they can appropriate it. They can drop it in spaces where they need it.
Give it to you out of sequence.
Give it to you out of sequence.
They do all that shit.
Do you get what I'm saying? Oh, we're doing verses? Let's have her join verses.
Right.
Because there's two young sisters here that everybody loves, that everybody wants to support. So she gets to be in the company and thus on the level and validated through the participation, right? That's what politics is. Politricks.
Let's talk about Kamala for a second and how much I don't give a fuck about her heritage. Don't. Okay? You want us to stop harping on her heritage? Have her daddy come out and say he black. That's not gonna happen. I don't.
We're your daddy. Sorry.
I don't care about Kamala Harris's ethnicity or nationality. Do you know who couldn't be farther from black that I trust more than Kamala Harris? Father Flager.
How about it?
This don't have nothing to do about where you from.
How about it?
I'm talking about the fact that you came out and said. As a matter of fact, I did a dope ass video of
Keep
it
going, brother.
with some music. I get it. Yes, Sarah, you can if
Steady, are you ready?
you stupid. If we get Sarah, when you get a chance, go to GEOFF space TEEVEE. Search that in YouTube. That's my channel.
Geoff TV.
And you will find. Look for a picture of Jeff Bridges. The caption is "The Dude and Kamala Harris." The Dude and Kamala Harris. I did a video on this. This woman came out and said, I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something just for black people. No, that's a quote. Are you going to address the big five? I'm going to try to remember them. Shout out to Umar Johnson who came up with this. And of course, because he had some dealings with this money with the school and some shit he doing and some of the shit he done that's less than perfect. That's sort of untoward. You niggas is willing to throw out all the knowledge with that. I'm not. These 5 things, she ain't gonna never talk about. Access, the keeping of blacks from the access to wealth of American banks, the genocide, the gentrification, the miseducation, and that 5th one I can't never think of. God damn it. I'm gonna tattoo that shit on my arm. Anyway, these 5 things are the hooks in white supremacy that she ain't gonna never talk about.
But she's a politician.
Exactly.
And
so I don't give a
politicians
fuck
with-
about any of this other
Right.
shit.
Politicians within their legal system, their job is to keep the system intact.
Yes.
You can operate within the system that we have going.
You do what you want to in this factory, but you keep these cookies coming out the way
These
they're coming out.
cookies must keep coming out.
Yes. We making racism cookies. We making classism cookies.
So, to further illustrate our point, News One reports, News1.com reports, Chris Rock says white people are mentally handicapped abusers who don't understand racism. A New York Times interviews doubles down on how the comedian and actor really feels.
Why that nigga look like Howard Hughes?
Hysterical. Chris Rock held no punches in a recent interview with the New York Times, waxing poetic as well as speaking in blunt terms about everything from his latest acting role in the Fargo TV series to what life has been like for him and his family during coronavirus pandemic to the nationwide protests against police violence. And while the comedian did, of course, crack jokes at times, he was plenty serious when the conversation turned to the topic of racism, as Rock offered a metaphor about mentally handicapped white people being predisposed to not fully grasping black folks' plight for racial equality. Noting that Rock's routine from his 2018 Tambourine comedy special on Netflix addressed the kind of police violence that is seemingly on the verge of finally being reckoned with 2 years later. Now, mentally retarded to the point where they don't understand abuse. Do you remember that white boy from Stanford that raped somebody and only got like 6 months in jail or something?
Yeah,
because they said he suffered from affluenza.
Mm-hmm.
Now understand, influenza and affluenza share the same root. This is where our word, the flu, comes from. Influenza, right? Influenza is a type of flu, and the reason why it's named that is because it flows so freely. Anybody can get sick once you have the flu, right? Affluenza, affluent, to flow. That's what money represents. Currency is a current. It flows. Wealth. He's so wealthy that he is sick from affluenza. To me, that's a type of mental retardation. Could Donald Trump be suffering from affluenza? Nobody wants to have real conversations. Your thoughts on Chris Rock basically saying white people are mentally handicapped abusers who don't understand racism. Your thoughts?
I want to know when Chris Rock got my hair.
Geoff, you have Rottweiler hair.
Yeah, he did.
That's berries and juices.
This nigga had indoor-outdoor carpet, and now he got Rottweiler hair? What's he doing? Okay.
No, that's berries and juices.
Okay. Anyway. Shout out to Chris. You know I kid, although you already know Chris. You know. Anyway, I can see it as
falling in the air tonight.
You stupid.
Oh Lord.
I can see it as varying degrees of insanity. Almost like how I've broken down the gradations of whitey. There's everything from friends and family all the way up to David Duke, and they're like marks on a thermometer, and I can't. With what you see, you can't say he's wrong. You can't say these people have done such evil in so many ways for so long that no rock or very few stones that you overturn from the past are you going to find wonderful things that white people are doing behind your back. Usually when you turn over a rock, you hear some ugly, hateful, crazy fucking story because of the levels of this shit and how long it has gone on. Black people have been the Earth's longest social experiment. We've been a social experiment for over 5 centuries. So to try to undo it with a couple conversations or a couple of points, these people have been so oppressive, so bigoted, and so racist for so long, it is in the bones of us all. It's in the bones of us all. We just have to recognize it and try to purge it when we see it.
Talk to me about purging, Geoff. How should we purge some shit that they need to purge? How do we reflect enough spiritual light into their ass for them to be able to go, you know, I do have a flicker of a soul?
We don't.
Okay, cool. So
We don't.
ain't no purging coming. Ain't no more purging, just mashed potatoes and corn.
No, you stupid. The purging comes from here. Here's what we purge. The desire to be like them. The desire
There we go.
to be accepted by them.
Here we go.
The desire to bring in their information and have it be paramount and tantamount to what I'm finna do. Because I got to do this shit to be successful on their level by their metrics. But until you can quit bragging about being the only nigga on the block, until you can see the value in not playing for someone who is not your color, but owns all the money part of what you do, until you can see that the genie is out of the bottle and you can grab some of this talent, some cameras, and go to iMovie, cut that shit together, and find the James Broadways of the world, and find the other cats of the Freeze Loves of the world, find them,
Yes.
and let them fortify your project and your product that you sell to yours.
Teach, Lord.
Trust me. Here's what you do not trust, black people. If you ignore white people, they'll go away.
Ooh,
They'll go away.
Say more, sir. Say
They will
more.
go away. Here's the rant. They'll go away. Surprise, nigga, I turned green. I'm ripping out my clothes. They'll go away.
What the fuck?
White people cannot survive without you, but they have got you believing the reverse. That you cannot survive without them.
Whitey, please.
This is
Don't
why
leave me.
you motherfuckers will not leave Nigger Island. You are so afraid. Oh my God. It's not going to be enough. We don't have enough provisions. All they going to do is shoot at our boat. All we gonna do, no, they're not going to let you leave. No, they're not going to. Yes, every time you talk about standing up on your own, they're going to send Obama to talk to you to defuse the boycott. Yes, because they need you. Roger Goodell needs you. Jerry Jones needs you. But you can't see that. You think you need them. Because I don't buy my mama a house. That did you, nigga, if you don't stand up and realize who you are in this game, if the black woman and the black man really knew who they were and really applied that, the last thing white people is worried about is violence.
Okay.
That's
All
the
right.
last thing they worried about is retaliation.
Okay.
What they are worried about is being lost. White folks are lost without you. Have you ever taken a good look? You want to know what black folks was saying as slang 5 years ago? Watch a commercial. They're usually 3 to 5 years behind you with your slang that they didn't pay for, that they use in advertising, in programming the masses. They use your cool to program, anesthetize, satiate, anger the masses. You are white people's 11 herbs and spices. You, as you sit here watching this, they cannot manipulate the earth without you. You decide what's dope.
Let me just, yes, this is the rant. He just went into it when he said Hulk smash.
Yes.
So go ahead.
Yes. You.
Normally we like to set it up.
Normally we set it up, but I turned green in the closet and ripped out. What time does the Hulk get here? Motherfucker, when he ready to smash. He ain't gonna get here at 9:15. Anyway.
Okay, I guess
you are the secret sauce. You just don't want to take that secret sauce away because you're so afraid that you're not going to be a part of the mix if you take your part out, not realizing you are all of it. You are all of it. This earth looks to you the same way that we love tomatoes, but we hate dirt. Huh? Oh, we'll take the tomato. We'll take the juicy ripeness from it. But that don't mean we love the ground it came from.
Huh.
That's the way you are looked at. That's how it's possible to dance to your music, wear your fashion, watch your movies, and hate your guts. That's the disconnect. You can't believe that somebody can enjoy you and hate you at the same time. These motherfuckers can, and they do.
And they do.
If you were to turn into yourself, if you were just to turn into yourself, white people will be gone. They don't. I know it's a hard concept to swallow because most of you can't see the rest of the road because Massa Drive way too long. That's all you can see is the ivy and Massa driveway and Massa grass. That's why it's so hard to leave, because you got so much nice shit in Massa House. Leave and watch Massa House fall. I'm done.
Too much, too little, too late. Oh, I'm sorry.
You stupid.
Let me just say, Jeff Brown says something quite profound. He always says profound shit. But he says something quite profound in the rant. A lot of people know what the solution is, but they gloss over the process to get there.
Because it's too hard.
If this society has made you sick with racism, sick with injustice, sick with lies, historical lies, sick with discrimination, sick with marginalization, please understand that the pathway to healing is the acceptance of that sickness and not the assimilation into the sick society. See, we have put assimilating into the sick society as a remedy for the sickness of the society, when in actuality, acknowledging that society is sick and then going through a detox. See, Miles Davis was a heroin addict at one point in his life.
Yes.
Until he locked himself in the family home, up in the damn basement or up in the attic, and let that shit burn out.
And kicked it.
And kicked it. See, like Geoff pointed out, it's easy for us to give the solution. See, it's easy to say the solution is unity.
Right.
Yes, that is the solution. But sick people can't unify unless they agree with compatible sicknesses. Your sickness got to be compatible with mine.
That's right.
That makes us equally yoked. No.
Ooh, bruh,
Yes.
that's a whole show right there.
Hey.
Oh, shit. Your sickness is,
Do you see? Do you
what,
see?
What does that yoke, oh, God, bro.
Do you see? So we yoking through trauma. We yoking through sickness. We're yoking through all the racism and all this bullshit. And again, we think if we work together through our yokeness and then get into a space where we're now acquiring things, that we're gonna be okay. No, you got to let go of the sickness that was conditioned into you.
You gotta let go of the yoke.
You got to let go of his yoke.
Thank you. What? Okay, you know what you put a yoke on? An ox. An
Right.
animal. I dare you to go at my man Aten, any of them cats from back in the day, our people, and ask them about being equally yoked. Why would you yoke me? I make God.
First off, Geoff, that's too high. Bring it down to their level. Why do I have to ask you to hit the like button? Why do I have to remind you to show appreciation to a show that feeds you?
Because not giving the benefit to each other is implied.
That's part of the sickness.
It's implied. That is implied in the sickness.
Yes.
The concept that if I find out that my brother, as you've seen me do, if you watch this show, we have guests on the show, and they say they have something for sale, I either go in my pocket and buy it then, or I ask them, what is the best way to support your effort?
Yeah.
I don't want your shit free. When ZoWhat album come out, that's my nigga right there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy it. I'm going to buy it. If there's a physical copy of it, oh, motherfucker gonna sign it, but I'm going to buy it.
Uh-huh.
If you had that in your head already, you would come in the room and hit like before you heard a fucking syllable.
Because you heard it. But what happens is you get habituated to me reminding you, you get habituated to me maybe complaining that you don't do it off top. And again, you don't move unless you're chided to.
Like cattle.
Like cattle.
So we have to come with the hit the like button cattle prod.
You know, you know the show is meaningful.
Right.
You know the show is purposeful, but here's the thing. You don't like being chided, but yet you're conditioned to be chided. Do you see your conundrum? See, we still live in a society where we gotta like you in order to appreciate the value of what you say.
And all you got to do is make a slight misstep from a metric that we don't even share, a metric we don't follow. Do you understand that if they said the dollar was worthless this afternoon, they'd be 15 years worth of afternoons late?
Right.
But you still trying to measure your man by a metric the white woman can't measure her man by. These motherfuckers is on some have and have-nots now. And they done started treating white folks like niggas. And y'all still trying to figure out these regurgitated societal roles that were thrust upon you as to how to measure your relationship with one another. Because barter hasn't entered your mind yet. Because grow your own food hasn't entered your mind yet. Because right now, you think it's still 1998.
And
Well,
again, and again,
in a few more months.
If you don't like the sound of our voices, because me and Geoff get dinged because of the way our voice sound by little boys that would never step to us in person.
No.
Right?
No.
Then listen to Dr. Amos Wilson when he talks about how the dominant society has infected and poisoned our ability to relate with one another. If you don't like me because I got light skin and green eyes,
Yeah, if you can find that, if that's your bone to pick.
if that's your bone to pick, right? Or I pronounce my R's, right? If you don't like me, listen to Dr. Amos Wilson explain the condition of black love in America. It's right there on YouTube. See, we got to stop. This is how the political apparatus is pimping us through celebrity. Because you don't want to be you and you've been conditioned to be inspired by them, the celebrities, They can move you to do things by way of their affiliation with things. So Diddy can say, we vote or die. And because we love Diddy's swag, and because we love Diddy's confidence, now Diddy is a life coach. He could tell you how to win because he won. Do you see what I'm saying? Celebrity has become the professor of your mediocrity in this society. That's who instructs you. Celebrity
Is the finish line.
is the finish line. You want to be acknowledged, but you're afraid to let go of your mediocrity because your mediocrity represents a type of security. It represents a type of safety to you.
Because you know what happens when you let go of mediocrity.
Keep going, Geoff.
Here's what happens. This is prime example. Ex-wife, number one. I was way too young to have married her in the first fucking place, but I saw this then, something she did not. You understand that we can have a rent-a-center couch today and pay $18 a week for the next 15 years. Or we can sit on these beanbag chairs and save $1,000 and then go to an estate sale and find something that was worth $5,000 that white folks is throwing away. And now we got dope shit because we sat on beanbag chairs. But in order to sit on them beanbag chairs, we are going to have to divorce mediocrity. And when you divorce mediocrity, do you know what comes first? Struggle. Whenever you divorce mediocrity, when you decide, you know what? God did not put me here to show up 9 to 5 for 30 years, get a gold watch, and go fish.
Right.
God put me here to paint signs.
Yeah.
Well, when you first decide to divorce mediocrity, you gonna struggle painting them signs.
Right.
Because that's the part of mediocrity that has you hooked. No struggle. But as they come away from, as they slowly erode what that mediocrity affords you, guess what? Your monkey ass struggling anyway.
Now watch this. Where no struggle is offered, so is societal codependence. All you got to do is be in alignment with all of the rules that we say equal no struggle.
That's right. You're going to get your teeth fixed and everything. Look, I got a boat. I'm a manager now.
Do you see? But there's codependence. To the point where you want to live your purpose, but if you do, you recognize that codependence net will be taken away and then uncertainty will be brought back into your life.
Wow.
And you'd rather be certain and safe than in pursuit of your purpose. See, this society is anti-purpose. Because anti-purpose...
Oh, shit!
I know they don't...
Oh, shit!
You see what I'm saying? They don't want to hear that.
This society is anti-purpose.
Because whenever you lock into purpose, you're locking into divinity.
And follow me now. This is weed induced. That's where marriage come from. That's where making these societal units that I can tax and monitor. That's all marriage is about. Do you understand when you step into your divinity, how hard it is to monitor you? How hard it is to accurately control and put my finger on you and you'll get down? Because when you in your divinity is outside of time. Your divinity is outside.
Geoff, I need you to stop hijacking my points while I was supposed to be saying that.
Oh, my bad.
Geoff love when I say some powerful shit and then jump on me.
Because it be like, poof. Nigga, do you know what
And then
happened?
he start talking. I be like, Geoff.
Inside, think of my head as inside of a very disorganized fireworks warehouse.
Just
This nigga walks in and goes, gasoline and matches for everybody.
God damn. I be trying
My bad,
to finish
nigga.
and
Shit.
Geoff be like, hold on. And then
And then
A remix of what you saying.
that's exactly us.
I love Geoff, man. That's
Okay.
my brother.
My bad. Shit.
But let me just say this. Hit the like button. It's 1,100 people in here right now.
How come
Everybody
we
should
don't
do it.
have
Let's get to 1,000 likes right now.
Why is that so?
And then another thing. Hit the super chat. By any means, hit the super chat. Stop thinking high quality shit is supposed to come to you just because we show up every Monday at 11. Stop thinking you're entitled to that. Again, I tell people all the time, and me and a few others are going to start doing it again. Starting with Omar, we're going to do the Divine Feminine show. Again, we talked about offerings and ancestral worship as a form of our original spiritual blueprint, right? You gotta stop thinking that this is entertainment. Yes, Geoff is one of the most entertaining motherfuckers I've ever met in my life. Yes, Geoff is fucking hilarious. Yes, Geoff is wise. But if you don't hit Geoff's Cash App, and your ass been tithing until you became so-called woke.
You was tithing till you was.
I mean, I think it's hypocritical, and I think it's indicative of the sickness in our community. We think, do you know how many motherfuckers come listen to my show and take bits and pieces of things I've said verbatim and don't cite it? How many of you motherfuckers became familiar with J. Krishnamurti's work because that's all I do is cite? How many times have you heard me cite Dr. David R. Hawkins, Power versus Force, Dr. Claude Anderson? How many times have you heard me?
Dr. John Henry Clark.
I quote everybody. You know why? Because you need to cite where you got the information.
Thank you.
But our community is used to coming and taking from their own without acknowledging where it came from. Everybody broke. You're not the only people. We all broke. Let me tell you how broke the owner of this place is. Do you know, since Dash Radio went down, that the owner of this place has put this show on for free?
Wow.
We have never paid him to do this show.
Wow.
We've only paid him by promoting him, by acknowledging him. But do you know he's so committed to this topic, or not the topic, but to this content, to this platform, that he opens up his door? Do you know this man had to leave this studio? I'm putting this shit out a little bit. Do you know this man had to leave his studio and go get a regular job just to keep it?
Just to keep his studio. Because the studio is his baby.
Do you see what I'm saying?
He got to feed his baby.
Do you see what I'm saying? Again, y'all want to talk about y'all shit, but I guarantee you, just like the time you waste in your life, I guarantee you I can go through your finances and show you where the fat is.
Come on, bruh.
I guarantee you I can go through your finances and show you where the fat is.
It ain't that hard.
I guarantee you. You fuck shit off all the time, and you come here and you think this is what it is. This, you know, we gonna get this, we gonna get these jewels, we gonna get this game. But when we say the same things that many other people have said before, you still don't move. You don't actualize what we're saying. Unify, work together. Well, you can't unify and work together if you're sick, so detox. Okay, get your health right, and then start vibrating, resonating with people whose health is right, and then let's start working together.
Sure.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Do your own math.
And what's also happening is society is taking our divergent philosophies and perspectives and making sure that they clash with each other through various social media sites so we can still be in the pick and choose space. Now, imagine what happened in the 60s when Malcolm and Martin came together. Imagine if they would have really come together. What did our people do? Because they came together when Malcolm left the nation, but only for a short time. Malcolm was killed. Mm-hmm. You know what our people did during that time? Our people chose a side. Mm-hmm. Our people, we got those who chose Malcolm.
Yeah, some of y'all went blood, some of y'all went crip.
Do you see what I'm saying? What if we chose both of them?
Here's the danger in choosing both of them. Because had we chose both of them, had we embraced them, and had they lived their lives fully and in their entirety to a level where they probably didn't pass away until about 10 or 15 years ago, do you know who black people would be? The people who killed them know who black people would be. That's why they killed them. Now, it is my opinion that we couldn't be what we needed to be then. And we can't be what we need to be now. Because all of us represent those who were dealing with the nuclear fallout of the 400-year blast of chattel slavery. The radius of that blast, we are just now getting far enough away from it to where these generations coming up after us that didn't see no American dream, that didn't get none of that shit, that the Anglo-Saxons fought. The Anglo-Saxons fought so hard to bring the 1950s to the 1990s into being. That was a 40-year party for American white people that was paid for by hundreds of years of barbarism and rape and kill and pillage and burn in order for them to have those luxuries. Well, those luxuries are wearing off because the motherfuckers who killed for it didn't keep doing what they was doing. And in part of that burn off to get this social ship of white folks where it's going, they don't need regular white folks no more. They don't need them. So now they treat regular white folks like niggas.
Now watch
they
this.
Have not.
Now watch this. Jeff, do you know what one of our greatest acts of unity in the history of us being the modern day nigga in America? Do you know what one of our greatest acts of unity is? Do you have an idea?
I would say the Million Man March.
That's a great one. I like that, Jeff. I like that. Give me another one.
I would of our particular unity that made me proud.
I'm talking about the greatest act, the greatest display of unity amongst black people here in America of the modern day. The Million Man March was a great one. That was amazing.
I can't come. I mean, unless you're gonna talk about how many beautiful people show up each year to Savior's Day.
I would say, because I was at the Million Man March, the second one. I would say one of the greatest acts of unity that I've ever seen was when those brothers protected Malcolm's killer in New Jersey. Did you see the documentary on Netflix? Everybody in that New Jersey community knew the shooter, the shotgun man who shot Malcolm in front of his daughters. And that whole New Jersey community didn't say nothing. The man died of old age, had a youth community, a community youth center. The man who shot Malcolm, politicians knew that's the shotgun man.
Okay, I'm confused.
You haven't seen the documentary. That's why you're confused.
Because we weren't supposed to. We supposed to handle him. We weren't supposed to handle.
No, what I'm trying to say is, that's one of the greatest displays of black unity.
Sure.
For the wrong reason.
Okay. Gotcha.
In my opinion, it might not. In my opinion, that was the wrong reason.
Sure.
To be that unified against somebody who took away the prince.
Who took away a Messiah.
Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm sick and tired of talking to people who really just want to be entertained. Jeff, what's your funniest joke, my nigga?
Oh wow, well, I've sold a lot of those.
I know you did.
I gotta say, I can't say what's my funniest. I can say which ones have been my favorite.
One that you sold to somebody.
Okay, one that I sold to
Or
somebody.
maybe you can't say.
Okay, yeah, I can't say that. That's part of selling it. Here's one of my favorite. I love my Uncle Snooky.
Right.
You know, I thought I was going to have to take care of him on his own, but you know how? Yeah, here's why I love my Uncle Snooky. You know how you spell words around kids you don't want them to know?
Yes.
My Uncle Snooky always spelled the wrong damn words.
Yes.
I'm tired of putting these toys together. When we gonna tell these KIDS ain't no Santa Claus? I'm gonna go out in the CAR and smoke some dope. He always spells the wrong words. I love that nigga for that. So yes.
I'm gonna go to the CAR and smoke some dope. You supposed to spell dope, nigga.
Supposed to spell dope, nigga. I ain't gonna tell these KIDS ain't no Santa Claus? Nigga, you fucking know.
You supposed to spell ain't no Santa
What
Claus.
the fuck? Yes.
You
that's
goofy
okay.
motherfuckers.
Yes, that's one of my favorites. Jeff jokes.
Hey, let's be entertained.
Right.
Does Jeff need sand under his feet so he can soft shoe? Y'all motherfuckers want to be entertained. I'm saying, what tools are you using to heal yourself? Somebody in the motherfucking chat room said a great display of unity in our community has kept Zimmerman alive.
Bruh, I don't know if you want me to, okay? All right, it's possible to be too honest. We are part of the reason we are globally disrespected. There's a group of people and one person that I blame for this, for part of this. Florida gangsters and Trayvon's daddy.
You've said this before.
I say it before I say it again. You're not gonna kill my son, sell the gun, sell bags of Skittles, and I know, one, where you stay, and two, where you gonna be. You can't do that to me. I'm sorry. I'm not Trayvon's daddy. You not finna do that. I'm gonna take one for the team if you do that some kind of shit, that kind of shit to me. And I mean it. You not gonna, I don't understand. I was not raised by. That's another problem. I was raised by wolves. I was raised by black men on the south side of Chicago that came up in the 40s, 50s, 60s, and 70s. Well, 70s is me. That ain't scared of white folks. I was raised by men who will smack the shit out of a white man and will die before he'll let that white man disrespect him in front of his family. That's who I was raised by. So it does not compute to me to stand and let a motherfucker snuff out a black man's life with his knee in front of me.
Somebody said it takes courage to kill in the absence of fear. I don't know if Jeff is saying you should go kill somebody. I think Jeff has personalized what he's saying. He's saying, if you did such a thing to me, this is what I would do.
I am saying what common sense dictates. Dear Florida gangsters, dear Florida hip-hop recording artists, how many people have died in your records? Let's add up. Let's add up.
That's funny.
Let's add up the hip hop body count.
That's funny. How many people have died
How
on wax?
many people have died on wax?
That's funny.
How many of them were any other color than your ass?
Ooh, that's funny.
While we talking, you a gangster, this is what you do. I got to go. No, I ain't got to go far. I'm a Marine. I ain't got to go far to do what I got to do. But some of you motherfuckers got warm guns. Your gun warm, bruh. You just got through. You mean to tell me, Florida gangsters, that none of you could have said, I got a garbage bag full of $100 bills for the motherfucker who brings me Zimmerman's head in a bag? Really? With all the niggas you done killed? That ain't your place? That ain't something that maybe, just maybe you was supposed to do? And to Trayvon's father, bruh, I don't understand you. I don't understand you. You will not kill my loved one and boast while I'm alive. You won't. And I'm just a regular old nigga from the south side of Chicago. But you ain't gonna do that shit to me and mine. I'm sorry. And that is why white people had the courage to keep socially going, what the fuck you gonna do, nigga? What the fuck you gonna do, nigga?
Or no, more specifically, if any nigga on this team kneels, you cannot play for me. You will not have a job.
Right.
If any black man on this team kneel, now kneeling is part of the movement.
Wow. Yeah.
Didn't you see the Matrix? The savior is part of the machines.
Right.
The code that's in you gets reimplanted into the system. So the very movement we had that was villainized in 2016 up until this year has been flipped on its ear because now it's it's corporately beneficial. Come on. God damn, y'all don't understand how much hate is out here that has been reciprocated to us, through us, and by us, towards us.
Oh, somebody said, could they use my Snooki spell the wrong words at open mic night? I would say you could, but you're gonna have to ask Tony Roberts. He's using it right now. Just go look. Yeah, I'm gonna start a Jeff Brown, you tell me. What I'm gonna start doing with famous comedians that's out telling jokes, I'm gonna take a copy of you telling a joke and the date. And then I'm gonna get a video of me doing it on TV.
Wow.
And put the date. Oh, it's a bunch of niggas going through Jeff Brown's old joke.
But guess what, Geoff? This is a part of the show they like.
Yes.
They like messiness.
Right.
They like train wrecks. They want to be entertained because the mundanity of working 9 to 5 for pennies, they need this video to get them through to the end of the day. They love brothers exposing other brothers. Yes, there are thieves out there. They're joke thieves, and they've stolen from Geoff many, many, many times. And Geoff is right to call them out. However, why are you so interested? What business of it is yours?
Sure.
Why does this make you feel good?
Right.
This was a damn good show. Geoff called out a bunch of other brothers who stole from him.
Right.
You mad at me because I call you out? You mad at me because I'm putting the mirror in front of your face? These are things you can fix if you wanted to. Why am I such a hater? Ask yourself that. Why do I pick and choose who speaks the truth to me based on what I like, based on my taste? The truth ain't a recipe, nigga. The truth ain't a group of flavorings.
And if you can pick out exactly when and where you get your truth, you can be manipulated. If the only here's the bad news. If you have to get your truth from perfect people, you're going to have to wait till you die, because that's where all the perfect people are. You're going to have to take some of this truth from us flawed motherfuckers and be able to take out the truth so that I don't have to agree with you entirely. This is how you learn from Hitler. This is how you learn from Stalin. This is how you learn from David Duke. This is how you learn from the Klan. Because I don't have to hate niggas with you in order to make note of your organization. I say this to the black militias who came out rattling their sabers and showing their disorganization. You could have took a note from the people you mad at. Because most Klan members, you have no fucking idea who they are.
Right.
Where them, in the words of KRS-One, all them Klan robes, where they getting clean?
Well, what cleaners do they use?
What cleaners they use? Who manufacturing them?
Ooh.
You don't know that, but we know that y'all developing a town in Georgia.
Ooh.
Why is it that everybody got to know when you doing good and how? Niggas do not want apartment buildings because you can't drive them around.
Well, somebody just said something right here. Shar Lahat said the problem is the truth can be mixed with other ideologies.
It always is.
Well, we told you that when I told you to go read a book called The Kabbalion. It says all truths are but half-truths. Oh, you want me to go read?
Yeah.
Yes.
Get over in the Kabbalion.
I told you that. That's how you get manipulated. They sprinkle. Truth is magnetic and lies are repulsive.
Yes.
But if I mix the two of them together, something in your spirit is drawn to the truth and the lie.
Truth is the bird seed that leads you to the trap.
Ooh.
I'm gonna leave breadcrumbs of truth. I'm gonna leave breadcrumbs of truth because I know that you'll let facts get in the way of it.
Oh,
you love letting facts get in the way of truth.
Ooh.
That's why you are that's why I can fuck you over with the truth. God is love is the truth.
Is it?
God is love is the truth. I believe that God is love. Absolutely. But if you use that as bird crumbs, that's how I wind up on first Sunday cooking in the kitchen because Bishop need gators.
Cooking in the kitchen.
That's how you wind up, yes. These bird crumbs are true. Usher board in the kitchen. That's where they come from.
Look at Grandma.
Bless them, Lord. Look at these two heathens. Look at them.
They going to hell.
They going straight to hell. Give me my hat pin. I'm going to stick that green-eyed one in the ass with it.
Damn disrespectful. Don't ever disrespect
yes, goddamn
Jesus that way.
disrespectful.
Been around here. Oh, Big Mama. I'm sorry, Big Mama.
I hope you find a toenail in your macaroni.
Look at Big Mama's robe. That shit cold to the motherfucker. This velvet got a zipper
Red,
on
black,
it.
and green.
This red, black, and green.
Big Mama ain't playing.
What the fuck?
Big Mama is playing. Yes, Big Mama plays no games. Okay.
But I'm going to say it again. Thank you, Quincy, for the super chats. We're going to get ready to start winding down this show. I got one more story to cover, but I want everybody that's in here, if you haven't done it, go sign up to my master class, ZoWhatMasterclass.com. It's 5.5 hours of content where, you know, this is an actual curriculum, right? We got a relationship toolbox with over 25 books in it. So many people reach out to me individually and ask me, what book should I read, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, look, I got a bookshelf on my website, ZoWilliams.com. I have a relationship toolbox where we have over 25 books in that as well. I'm urging everybody to really, really get down with this. If you haven't done it, go to ZoWhatMasterclass.com. It is still for sale. Please, please, please support this, what I believe to be a very important tool to help with our relationship healing process. And of course, it begins with yourself. Also, I want to say, Geoff Brown.
Yes, sir.
Y'all got to hit his Cash App. It's 1,100 people in here. If everybody gave $1, that's $1,100. Support Geoff Brown. Why not? GBfunnyStyle. At GBfunnyStyle. Cash App. That's it. At GBfunnyStyle is his, what is that handle?
Twitter.
That's Twitter.
IG.
And $GBfunnyStyle is his Cash App. Also, Sarah without the H. She's always been in support of the show. She helps the show.
Baby.
She makes it rock. She gets here early. She got here early. When I say the motherfucker got here 35 minutes before 10 o'clock, we got to acknowledge that. Please hit Sarah's Cash App. Sarah is $Sundays with Sarah. Please support her movement as well.
Sarah's dope.
And everybody, listen, we still got 1,000 people in here. Can everybody get over there and hit the like button? If you haven't done it, hit the like button right now. It's 5 people in here who have given us a thumbs down. I give this show 5 thumbs down. The milk's gone bad.
Well, that actually trying to find it.
And then also, somebody said check y'all Cash Apps. I have. Thank you guys. I don't know what my Cash App. Oh, there it is. $ZoWhatNeter is my Cash App. $ZoWhatNeter. You guys, please support the movement. Please stay locked in. Geoff Brown, what do you have to promote?
Well, one, I want to promote out of nowhere. Y'all got to go to this website, Nagast, Nagast footwear.
Nagast.
Nagast, that's my man.
Hold on, that's the brother been reaching out to me. They can't come through you now.
Oh, no, he didn't.
Nagast footwear, don't go through my people, man.
No, he didn't.
We about to turn over tables in this motherfucker, man.
Okay, show the shoe.
No, hell no.
Okay, then I can't. Hey, Nagast.
That's not how this works,
That ain't
man.
how I do. Hey, Nagast. Hey, well, let me clean it up.
See, this that
He
fuck
didn't
shit
come
right
at
here
me.
now.
He didn't come at me.
Hell no.
I found out about his company, and I have been patronizing it. However,
hold on, Geoff.
However, if it's an issue with this dude right here, then we gotta fix it. I defer to Zoe. I didn't mean I just thought about it.
Hold on.
Okay.
Huh. You thought you'd come through the back door, didn't you? You done fuck with Geoff and then you try to boomerang me, huh, nigga?
That's not what happened. I just saw the man's company and I
Geoff, he tried to boomerang me now.
Did he?
Don't boomerang me, pimp.
I would never boomerang.
You see how you do? You see it?
You can feel it in my
You see what black folk do to each other?
You can feel it in my veins.
You try to boomerang me, huh? You come to me.
Advertising entanglement. That's the way. There was another one on here, man. I gotta find. This young buck said in the chat room, it's hilarious. I'm looking for. He's talking about how we are the uncles that a lot of cats never. Yeah, gift to Greg. He said, get these hating yogurty chat niggas the fuck out of here. This channel is for us young soldiers who never had the uncles like these brothers. Salute to Zoe and Geoff. Greg, shout out to you. Yeah, let me say this. Giraffe Balls is on an official hiatus because it's going to come back so dope.
But see, this is his problem.
What?
This motherfucker always going on hiatus.
Because I'm trying to get it right, Zoe. I got to get it right, man.
No, Geoff. No. This is the Stevie Wonder in Geoff. This is the Taurus in Geoff.
Thank you for saying Stevie. I'll take Stevie
I'm
Wonder.
just saying, slow process. Slow, tedious, I'll get it. Nigga, this the internet age. Shit, you gotta be consistent. You gotta be on every week.
Okay.
You can't take hiatuses. If you building some shit, you gotta start it and keep going until it turns into what you want it to be.
Then I'm going
You,
to...
how many times have you started to stop?
46.
I gave the motherfucker a show on Dash Radio with over 1 million listeners.
Yes. And you know why I gave it back?
This motherfucker, first off, before you gave it back, don't even talk about giving it back.
I had to give it back.
No, wait, don't even talk about that yet, Jeff.
I was in the middle of a custody battle.
Jeff, don't talk about that yet. No,
Oh,
this
okay.
is what Jeff did in the middle of a custody battle. Jeff showed up to his once a week, 1 hour show late. I will say 65% of the time.
Yeah, 65%. That's 65%.
This is a live motherfucking show. So guess who's in there starting this nigga show 35% of the time?
That would be Zoe Williams.
Hi everybody, I'm Zoe Williams sitting
Waiting
in
on this
for Jeff
motherfucking
Brown.
Jeff Brown. Yes.
Now, watch this. This nigga did that shit for a year.
Yeah, I did.
And then one day, the nigga said, you know what, Zoe, man, thank you for this opportunity, brother, because, you know, it's just dawning on me. This is what I mean by the slow-ass tourist shit. It's just dawning on me the power of this platform and what it means and how I can do this and then. And then 2 months after that, hey, nigga, I got to go. I can't.
I did. Okay. Okay.
Did you do it or not?
Yes, I did. Here's why. Here's why. Here's why. Okay. I'm about to grossly overshare. I needed to pay for a lawyer. I asked the creator, okay, I want a financial plan without digging into this other stuff that I'm trying to do so I can leave my kids when I go something more than old clothes and advice. I'm a
See, Jeff gonna get you
I gotta
with the high-end poetry.
okay, bruh, I'm telling you, this is what happened.
That's how he pull you in.
I asked the creator. I needed a certain dollar amount, a certain 5-digit dollar amount I needed. 48 hours after beseeching the creator, I need this in order to do right by my family. 48 hours later,
See, he done threw his family in.
the phone rings for me to participate on a project. And guess how much they were offering? The exact dollar amount up front so that I could be there for my family. I had to responsibly take that. There was no way.
But you do understand the point that I'm making.
I understand where you
in
at.
terms
Yes.
of the internet. The internet, especially if you're building YouTube platforms or podcast platforms, it requires you to be consistent.
Yes.
Now, what you are consistent at is being late,
Yes.
even on your own show.
Absolutely.
Now, I have tuned into your show and watched your chair.
I don't even need my face.
Now,
This nigga said he turned into my show and watched the chair.
the chair
Okay. Yo,
and the
this is-
music and
this
the
is-
cameo
I'm
music.
working on all of this. I'm working on all of this. I'm working on all of this. Okay.
As your friend, I'm
Yes.
trying to hold you accountable.
And you're supposed to.
Because if you want to build it, you so talented and you dope,
Yes.
they're gonna come. They fuck with you anyway.
Yes.
Everybody loves Jeff Brown, his
Yes.
wisdom, his rants, his comedy. Jeff be in there boogieing like a motherfucker when he sit down.
Oh shit! Let me tell you something. Any of my beats, you want to get Sarah, I'm gonna need you to make a chyron of this. You can go to SoundCloud.com GBfunnyStyle and search GBfunnyStyle. Every one of my beats that you hear, at some point, you ain't gonna hear a beat from me that at some point I wasn't around in my studio going, oh shit!
He does that to every beat.
That's how I feel about my music. You goddamn right. You wanna tune in? You wanna tune in and listen to your uncle get wise, get high, and DJ? That's basically what the show is. SoundCloud.
And like I said, man,
Or
like,
search GBfunnyStyle.
I want your platform to blow up because I know it will. I see it. You know, giraffe balls. I'm so high that I'm as high as giraffe balls.
This is an intervention. It's the weed, Geoff.
And motherfuckers is always trying to cause some Mike Hard. How, you know your last name ain't Hard, nigga.
Right.
Beat your motherfucking ass, nigga.
Mike Hard? Yes.
The fuck? Always trying to start some shit. Start some shit with me in person, nigga.
No, that's hilarious.
A lot of niggas be telling me, man, people who love me, people behind the scenes be like, nigga, relax.
Because you keyboard gangsters. They be on you.
Fucking beat the Kool-Aid out your motherfucking diabetic belly.
Right?
That's real shit, nigga. I'll sock you in the
Your
stomach just
diabetic
for
liver.
the motherfucking Kool-Aid, nigga.
I'm going to hit you in your diabetic liver and watch you fall. Yes. His chair. We're watching his chair. That's hilarious. Okay.
Stop kicking up dust, nigga. Me and the homeboy over here having a real conversation, mano y mano, on some
Right.
real shit.
And the only reason we having it in front of y'all is because it'll help y'all. And,
Right.
And here's the other thing. Me and Zoe have been rocking for well over a decade together. So we tell each other the fucking truth. We tell that if I want the truth, that's where I go. Because I know this nigga ain't gonna kiss my ass. I know this nigga ain't scared of me. I know this nigga, that's just my nigga right there. And
Right.
vice versa. Now, and it's been not very few times, because to be true, to be the all truth, man, real talk. Oh, I got a dope ass sword, but this nigga got the sword of light. I have to defer to this nigga's sword. I defer to his sword.
Ariel, Ookla, ride! There's Thundar the Barbarian. I'm
Right.
sorry.
I know where you at.
Forgive me.
But yes, at any rate, people, I am. Here's something I've already copywritten. Stumble forward. I am stumbling forward, and I'm. A lot of what he is saying is not about consequence. It's not about opportunity. It's not about preparedness. It's not about equipment. It is about me being a better me. And I have to be a better me. I cannot just rest on the laurels of the fact that I'm a fucking genius. This is what I tell my wife. Honey, I need help. All I am is a genius. That's all I am.
That's
is a
it.
genius. That's it.
Geniuses need the most help.
Need the nigga. I need the most fucking help.
My shit wouldn't be organized at all if I didn't have the team I got.
Nigga, my team, and God bless them. God bless Don Moore, Naila Jones, and Julie Jones, Angelique Brown, and Angel.
First off, don't mention Miss Brown.
Okay, none of this is her fault.
No, I'm just saying
Poor woman.
she's past teammate.
Oh, bruh, she's a queen.
You mentioned her in the teammate
In the
crew.
team, yeah. Let me make that. Let me rephrase.
Fix that shit, goddammit.
Let me rephrase. Mrs. Brown is the oracle.
There we go.
Okay? That's what you need to do. You need to find you a woman. And it says it's going to be hard. Natural hair. It's all her hair.
That's right.
If you're dealing with a woman with natural hair, there's a lot of conversations you don't have to have. You more than likely are not going to have the Jesus conversation. You more than likely are not going to have the perm weave. This is a protective style. Protection. What? What are you? You know what most black women...
Nigga, did you see all that motherfucking ash out here?
Thank you.
Weaves protect
Whatever.
from
Whatever.
fire ash.
Nigga, that's hilarious. Okay? Dear black women wearing protective hairstyles, do you know what your hair needs to be protected from? You.
Oh shit.
Oh God.
Get her!
Oh God, baby.
No,
God, baby.
Like, there's different ones that are healthy than actually.
Okay, boo boo. Could you tell me one thing that female black human hair needs to be protected? One. From heat? Explain African women.
We don't have. Well, they put red clay in they shit.
Yeah, they put stuff in their hair. You still have to apply things to your hair.
Yes, you have to apply things to your hair. Here's the list of shit that's not in those things. Hair from other mammals. Not necessary. Chemicals that give you fibroid problems.
But have you ever seen
And
a
cancer.
goat shag?
What do you say, goat shag?
It's goat hair,
Goat hair.
but like a shag with waves in the. That shit cold than a motherfucker.
I've never seen it, and I have no interest.
I'm just funny.
I have no interest in it.
Anyway,
Yes. Anyway.
We gotta go.
You gotta find she got her own hair. She got her own thoughts. She's connected and is spiritual and is high above your vibration that she is. She listens.
let me hit you with this too,
She
Geoff.
bring peace.
That's strong. That's
that right there, nigga.
ooh, that's
Nigga,
strong.
you find that
That's
shit?
strong.
Leave the casino. You through gambling.
That's strong.
You through gambling.
You
Leave the
done.
casino. You ain't gonna do no better than that.
Damn, Geoff, that's strong. All them pieces,
Oh, I got all that.
and then
And she fine.
and
I
then
got
you
all
said, leave the casino.
that. Leave, nigga.
You
Why are
done.
You're done.
You done gambling.
I was through, nigga. I was in that.
I like that, Geoff.
I lost 4 pieces of property, 6 cars, and $125,000 cash. Fucking around in the relationship. Casino.
Somebody told you to cash out.
Nigga, I cashed. I was leaving.
I'm out.
I'm lifting my room. I'm out. And I went by this one beautiful slot machine.
Uh-huh.
That's okay. I'm gonna drop this last quarter and won $50 million.
Okay, so
Now watch.
hey, Geoff.
I'm gonna turn around and go back and
Geoff, so before we leave, let's do
Yes, sir.
this. Let's give 5 minutes to appreciation, approval, and praise of black women.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God.
See, because a lot of niggas be talking simp shit.
Yes.
And again, man, every version of the black man and woman that exists in America today is a byproduct of the sickness of this society. So before you can call a nigga a simp without acknowledging that simp comes from a sick mentality.
So which makes you by
Do
default
you
sick
get what
for
I'm
using
saying?
it.
When you look at the hoe and you don't recognize what created the hoe,
Right.
right? The necessary need to become a hoe. When you look at a woman and she's promiscuous, but you don't know her abuse or traumatic history
Profile.
that actually led to this promiscuity.
Come on, bro.
Do you get what I'm saying? And you have empathy for that experience, how can you be a simp? See, again, if you're not acknowledging the end all sickness in this society as the propagator of the mentality that you use against each other, how can you label a man as a simp? Was that man raised in a single home without his father? Was that woman damaged from whatever shit she been through?
Which is not to say that once you analyze that you analyze it to the point that you rationalize this person being your life partner. No.
Right.
But to explain away a hoe just because she hoish and charge you to the game, that's lazy thinking that is going to destroy you elsewhere.
But every woman in American culture that has some kind of ideological, psychological, emotional, traumatic experience at the hands of this system, you're going to have to acknowledge, man, That might be who she is right now, but that's
Right.
probably not who she want to be.
Right.
So that's for that type of woman. Let's go back to the good woman that's out there, like Geoff's wife. Let's go out there and talk about the good women, the good sisters that hold brothers down, that respect brothers,
They
that
exist.
love brothers, that approve and appreciate the struggle that brothers are going through,
Absolutely.
that brothers have been through.
Yes, sir.
That don't weaponize the system against brothers, even when brothers are wrong. I have an example. I know a sister, she is a family law attorney. And she got a young man, a little baby. Well, not a little baby. He's a big boy now. You didn't take that baby, that's her son's dad, to child support? She didn't do that. I asked her why she didn't do that. She said, I wasn't raised like that. And she can go right to she's a lawyer.
She's a lawyer.
She can go right to the judge and say,
press the button.
here he is, right here. He ain't did shit, ain't been around, ain't did nothing.
Here's what I want.
This what I want, go get him.
And
I
then-
know where he at, go get him.
Whoop, whoop.
And they'll go get that motherfucker with vigor, with the force of God. They
Right.
will land like Michael and Gabriel on
Right.
this nigga's front porch.
Right.
Wings flapped out. Hey,
Nigga.
nigga, we're here.
They gonna land like Iron Man.
Exactly. There are examples of great women out there. There are examples of healers out there. There are examples of beautiful, powerful, uplifting, spiritual, nurturing, understanding sisters out there. If you have a difficult time finding them, brother, it's probably because you haven't reconciled the motherfucking toxic doo-doo in
That's
your
one.
spirit.
That's one. I'm gonna tell you something
What's
else.
the other one?
Where you looking? Where you looking?
You're not looking in your soul.
You ain't. I can stop right there.
You're not looking in your soul.
If you clean your soul out, that's where she's standing. Here you go. Here's the problem. Yeah, I'm gonna solve it right now. Me and Mrs. Brown was talking about that. Me and Mrs. Brown have a fantastic relationship.
Me
Must say.
and
Mrs. Brown, Mrs. Brown, Mrs. Brown, Mrs. Brown, Mrs. Brown.
I had to take
Anyway, come on, of course. What happens? This is how you get these great relationships. It's when two good people decide to come together and be great. And what does greatness equal? And it equals something outside of both of them that they point at with their behavior, with their attitudes, with their buying, with their everything. They point at this greatness. The problem is, good people can't find each other because they won't congregate. Here's how you congregate with good people. Find like-minded motherfuckers that's doing what you're doing that's not at the club. People don't go to the club to be their best. They go to the club to be their flyest. Not the best. You're going to find somebody trying to be their best in places that make people better. Libraries, poetry readings. Where they getting their shit together?
Hey, some hoes at the poetry. I'm just
There's some hoes at the poetry reading, nigga. All these sisters in here with fruit in these bags. Hey, okay. Anyway, that's fucked up. But the point is, you have to start congregating good people. You have to ask yourself why you want what you want from that other person, and what do you bring to buy it. I want integrity from my woman. I want allegiance from my woman.
allegiance.
I
Kneel to Zod.
Yes, I want her. Here's the deal. I will provide for you. I will protect you. I will give my fucking life. I will die in your place. You know what I ask in return? Do what I say. Do what I say.
Here come
Uh-oh.
my daughter gonna disagree.
Do what I say.
I was having a great conversation with my daughter. My daughter was like, "You guys are barbaric. You expect us to cook." She was talking about her, like she thinks I expect her to cook for me and New.
Do you all cohabitate?
No. When New comes here, right, from training in other places with his baby, my daughter oftentimes have to watch the daughter, my granddaughter. So she be like all the shit you just said, do what I say.
Right.
She not with that.
She is not with that, and I understand that because of the
She's like, I got shit to do, Nick.
Again, like my kids.
I'm in school, Daddy.
Right. I'm like with my kids. I say I understand where you get off track because of the atmosphere you've been dipped in. You've been dipped in an atmosphere where kids talk to their parents any old kind of way, where you can do what you want to when you want to. Well, that's not where you live. Because we don't do that in here. You ain't even talk to me any kind of way. Because, as I've told my children before, I will knock the shit out of you. And then whoever come here to penalize me for it, they can take you with your shit.
So what do you think of this, Geoff? What, instead of saying, do as I say, would the new modern way of saying, do as I say, because you said, I expect loyalty and all of this, just do as I say. What if do as I say turns into always consider what I say? Tell me your problem with consider what I say.
Well, let's.
Oh shit, Sarah, you gotta go to work. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah. I'm okay. I'm gonna say this and I'm done. I didn't know that. Okay. Here's.
I heard Sarah start moaning.
Here's the difference between. She's like this long-winded motherfucker, and he was late. Shit. Okay. Do what I say. Let's understand that what I say is not what I imply, and what I say is not what I suggest. Because you don't have to do what I imply. You don't even have to do what I suggest. But when I say do what I say, that means when I say, baby, you can't go out after dark by yourself because of where we live.
So in context of protection,
yes,
do what I say.
Because that's when I'm going to say. That's when I'm going to have my say in your protection. I'm going to have my say in your direction.
So wait, hold up now, because you're saying some powerful shit. What if that turns into, what if your expression of that is poor and it turns into where you going? Clear that up.
At that point, that's about my growth.
Yes, keep
That's
going.
about me. If I want you to do what I say, I have to, one, make my word clear. And I have to, two, make sure that my actions are in line with my word so that you are more inclined to do what I say. Because if I do that, what I say is golden, and it's not golden because it comes from me. It's golden because I have followed where it comes from.
So
when you get yourself in line with that, there's no way I can be wrong. When I say do what I say, I'm not wrong. Like
But that's where I'm going. You got to answer this.
What?
Does do what I say imply that I'm always right?
Yes.
Speak to it.
Yes. When I make a say, do you know where that say comes from? That say is fortified by meditation, prayer, and previous experience. If I am wrong, we will sit down and I will say, baby, I was wrong about that. How can we do this better? Because your word is first, and that's what you don't understand. The woman's word is first. My wife's word is first. I count on it. Baby, what do you think of this? How do we do this? Well, I think this, and I think that. And after she says that, then I say, this is what we are doing. And my word is final. It has been fortified by her spirit and her oracle. But somebody got to have the last say. And I say, that's the one motherfucker who can knock everybody out in here. In my house, that's me.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to say it again. I love the sisters, beautiful black women all over the world. Regardless of what you've been through, regardless of what you're going through, regardless of what you're learning about yourself, there are some good brothers out here who love you and respect you.
Yes, absolutely.
And We just wanted to, acknowledge that. And we went over, but we gotta go. I love y'all.
Love
I
you.
appreciate everybody. Thanks for hitting everybody's super chat. Make sure you hit Geoff. Make sure you hit
Yes,
Sarah.
please hit Sarah.
Please hit our super chats.
Please hit Sarah.
Or Cash Apps. Please hit Sarah. Please hit Sarah's Cash App, Geoff's Cash App, my Cash App. We thank you so much. I gotta go. Much love, much appreciation. Zoe Williams, we out.